Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Prepared. Thanks for watching. So I've been getting quite a few questions about what it is I keep in my everyday carry bag. So I decided to go ahead and do a video and break down everything I carry in here. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I don't like to keep a lot of things in my pockets. I don't like having to dig around my cell phone to get my car keys, things like that. So I try to keep a good pocket separation. So if we look at what I have in my pockets right now, I can show you right front. I have my cell phone. Front left is my wallet. Always try to keep some cash with you. Always comes in handy. Of course, my knife, still the Penguin Plus from QSP. Flashlight is still the Arcfield Pro from Olight. And then a handkerchief in my rear pocket, and that is all I normally keep in my pockets. Everything else I keep in my bag. So let's start here. We'll look at the bag itself. This is the Vertex Gamut. If you like this bag, they just came out with new release. Several new versions of this bag, a couple new colors, I think. So very, very awesome bag. You can see mine has been beat around a little bit, but it is still going strong. So one of the things I look for when getting any bag anymore are these outside drink pockets. The Gamut has one on each side. I prefer to have two, but one is an absolute must. And that I carry my water bottle. And here it goes with me everywhere. See, Nalgene, I believe this is a 28 ounce with the on-the-fly lid. I like it because if you're driving, you can reach over one-handed. You just click the little button, flip the top, drink, snap it down. If you've ever tried drinking out of a wide mouth Nalgene, you know, especially driving, not a lot of fun. Spill your drink all over yourself. These on the fly are great. You don't have to unscrew the lid, nothing like that. You just push the button, pop it open, get your drink, and close it back. The other side I don't have anything in currently. Normally I keep my camera in the outside just in case. I've been shooting some videos at work going over some of the stuff we have there. So I like to keep my camera with me. So these drink pockets on the outside, they also will unzip and you have pockets on the inside. So on this side behind here, in the zipper pouch, I have some Nalgene gloves. In the elastic pocket, I keep a H bandage and some little things of gauze. Not a real comprehensive first aid kit. However, I do keep a first aid kit plus a trauma kit in my vehicles. I have all the extra medical supplies here at home, and at work we have several decent first aid kits in case someone gets hurt. So not a big deal. That I find that's enough first aid stuff for me. I do usually carry a tourniquet in here. I've taken it out for another project. Hasn't made it back in the bag yet, but it will. So this side, the pocket, unzip this. You see you have several more little things here. I do have my, not coming out, my little Altoids, little survival kits, got a fire starter. Inside I have some fishing line, a very small multi-tool, little things like that that come in handy if you ever get lost or something like that. So if we look at the bag itself, up here at the top we have, they call it a sunglass case or pouch. I don't use it for my sunglasses. I keep my sunglasses on my head. I use this for snacks. You know, got a little package of peanuts in here. Also currently, I've been digging these chomps. They're beef sticks. This is the jalapeno beef. Really, really good. 10 grams of protein, 100 calories, no sugar, none of that crap in there. Really, really good beef sticks. Also inside here, I carry another Altoids container. This one, I've 3D printed a insert that goes on the inside that holds several micro SD cards and adapters, one for the regular size SD and a small USB mount for those. Dealing with videos and with 3D printing and all that kind of thing, sometimes I have to jump between computers, and having mini SD cards is great for that. And while I have that, speaking of the 3D printed insert, if you're trying to be more prepared, 3D printing is a great hobby to get into. There is no limit to the things you can make. I've made several different containers. This is just a cylinder with a screw top. Another cylinder that pivots around. A small case here for dice. It is hollow on the inside for dice. Another small cylinder. This one's made with 3D glow-in-the-dark filament. Works great if you charge it up with the UV light on your O-light. Glows in the dark for a really long time. This container I usually carry with me. I haven't been lately because it's just so big. And inside it, I just have micro screwdrivers. I have the Torx bits for my watch band, for my knife clips, for my flashlight clips, and that kind of thing. So I want to remake this one, only make it a little narrower. And that is great. Speaking of the glow-in-the-dark filament, the other day I just 3D printed some of these little trail markers. Great little, I mean, it took me maybe 15 minutes to print a couple of these. You can charge them, like I said, with UV light, sunlight, anything like that, and they glow for quite a while. If you're out on a trail somewhere, these could come in really handy in helping you to find your way. When we get into the front here, you're going to see I carry some 550 cord. I just 3D print some of these little ladders, wrap the 550 cord around it to keep it in one piece. And you can scale up and down, of course, different sizes to fit whatever needs you want. So back in here in the top, I have a couple little flash drives. Again, doing projects at work, doing 3D printing, moving files, things like that. I always like to have flash drives. And then I have a little, this is a special operations equipment little card wallet. In there, just keep some business cards. I always have business cards on me. And that is all I usually keep in the top. And like I said, mostly that is stuff I just grab every once in a while. So this front pouch will open up. I don't have a lot in here. It does come with these straps that you can hook in if you want to carry a helmet, lightweight jacket, something like that. It will allow this to expand out and you can keep on the inside. I usually just keep it zipped up. On the inside of this, it has several little MOLLE loops and the Velcro section in the middle. I keep these little Maxpedition pouches. I keep one of these in my vehicles, at work, at home, everywhere in my bag. Like I said, these are just small little first aid kits. Normally inside I have several Band-Aids, alcohol pads, burn cream, triple antibiotic, and little bag of pharmaceuticals. I keep ibuprofen, Benadryl, some allergy meds, anti-diarrhea, anything like that that you may need. I also keep aspirin. Always carry aspirin with you wherever you go. If you call an ambulance or someone having chest pains, the first thing they're going to want you to do is give that person a couple of aspirin. So might save someone from a heart attack. Down here, like I said, here's my little ladder. I've broken one leg off of it, but keep my 550 cord wrapped around there. It keeps it from getting tangled and just running loose all in your backpack. One of my favorite features of this bag is this upper pocket will slide in under here, and this will work as a grab handle. So a lot of times I'm going to get in my car, I sling my bag off, I just grab it here, throw it in my car, same at work, put it down where it goes. So we open up the inside. You can see the inside has several little pockets at the front. You can keep spare pins, things like that. I don't have anything in there now. Usually I'll carry like a spare Sharpie or something in there. And this top pouch is empty. This one, I usually keep a pair of gloves. Right now, I have the Vertex gloves. If you find yourself, you're working with wood, working with things like that, always protect your hands. If you're going to be working with sheet metal, you might want a pair of leather gloves, something like that. But I find the Vertex gloves work good for everyday stuff, as well as the mechanics wear gloves. I have tons of those and love them. So inside, you can see I have a lot of room in here that I don't use. I keep room here because, like I said, this is my everyday bag. I take it to work, so I have room in here for my lunch. Very important. So this pouch, I should say everything in the main compartment of this bag is TSA approved. Everything in here can go on the airplane. The only thing I have to worry about is the very back panel, which we'll get to in a little bit. But everything else I don't have to worry about. If I need to go on a plane, this will all pass through TSA. So in this front it's another Maxpedition pouch. In the front, I keep my Leatherman bit kit. There's 21 of these dual-sided bits that all work with the Leatherman Skeletool, which I have in here as well. Great to keep on if you need bits. Inside here is just an assortment of stuff that either I've needed at one time or someone has asked me for. So we start over here. This little container, there's 10 compressed towels in here. These little towels, you pop one out, you get a little bit wet, it unfolds into a towel. If you need to wash your hands, wipe your face, something like that, comes in very handy. Next up, on the little keeper, I have a small tape measure. Keep a small pair of scissors, and these are, yes, these are TSA approved. Small pair of scissors, super glue, pair of tweezers, fingernail clippers, fingernail file. Carmen always, no matter where we go, she'll be like, hey, you got a fingernail file, fingernail clippers, always breaking a nail, something like that. So I make sure I have a pair in here now. In the back little pocket, I keep a Sawyer life straw water filter. In the other big pocket, I have a straight edge. I don't want to pull them out here. This bag's kind of ripping up. An emergency poncho, a space blanket. This is an extension bit for the Leatherman Skeletool. Your bit will slide on here, slide on your Leatherman, get you a little further reach. Carry a small adjustable wrench, and this is a small little bit driver kit here. So on the back of this pouch, I keep several Velcro wire ties. They come in handy all the time if you want to just keep something out of the way. Things like that. So this is all things that, like I said, I've used on maybe not a daily basis, but enough to where I thought they warranted a spot in here. And the contents of that will vary as we go. My next pouch in here, and this one fits perfectly along the bottom. I don't know who made this pouch. It's a cheap Amazon that I had laying around. In here I have all my electronic stuff. I have a backup charger for my laptop. I have extra USB-C cords for the cell phone, wall bricks, 12-volt chargers for the car. I have a spare magnetic charger for the O-lights in case we're on a road trip and I need a charger, forget mine at home, that kind of thing. Then, also in the back here, right now I have a laptop. Usually I'll have my work laptop or my personal laptop that goes with me. And that is it. That is all I have in the main compartment of this bag. Now, before we get to this back panel, I just want you to look here. You can see the back panel is molded. It lets airflow flow, so you're not getting really hot. You can carry the bag on your arm here. If you want to put it on a carry-on or a luggage with the handle. It'll slide over the handle so you don't have to carry it to the airport, anything like that. Now, this back panel, and let's adjust this a little so you can see. So, in here, I keep my everyday carry holster. This is a last line of defense inside the waistband appendix holster. Have a spare magazine. Currently, I'm carrying the 135 grain plus P Hornady critical duty rounds. I like how they shoot in my Glock, so I keep a spare mag. Also, on the inside here with Velcro, little pouches. These red ones are from Victos. They're the Hooky 15s, designed to carry 2 different magazines. See if I can get this around, get a better view of it here. There we go. So, designed to carry 2 pistol magazines. If you'll notice, make sure it's empty here. It is empty. So, carry my regular 15 round magazine in the Glock 19. I carry 2 17 round mags on the side, plus my holster has another 17 round mag in it. Normally, I don't recommend carrying off-brand magazines. However, these are the PMag magazines, and I have never had any trouble with them. However, if you're going to carry off-brand magazines, test them, make sure they work in your gun all the time. The most common failure in firearms is magazine related, so always test them out. But these Magpul have been great for me. So there's my Leatherman Skeletal. Also have a backup knife. This is a CJRB. Really cool knife. I love the shape of this thing. Just looks mean. And also another Olight Arkfeld as a backup. And that is what I carry every day, everywhere I go. I said I have my holster in here. However, when I'm at work, I don't like having my gun on my person. Because I'm in my office at my desk, I'm up in the lab, working at the workbench, I'm in with the 3D printer, up and down a lot, so I really don't like carrying the firearm on me. So I have it here in my bag. This is a special operations equipment little Velcro holster. You can Velcro the tightness here and then Velcro to your bag. Really good Velcro. Stays where you have it. These Hooky 15s, also Velcro backed. They come in different models, different sizes. With the SOE, if I want to swap out and carry some AR mags, got Velcro back panels for AR mags. If I need more pistol mags, I've got the pistol mags. You can get two round, 3, 4, whatever you want to lay out your panel the way you like it. This has worked for me so far, so that's how I keep it. All this stuff changes pretty regularly, honestly, because I'm always finding something else I need or something I think it might work better. So I'll try it out. If I don't like it, go back to the original. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you find a new product you think is going to work great, do your research, see what other people think about it, but try it out for yourself. See what they do, see how it works for you, and carry on from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know if you have any comments. I'll drop links to all the stuff I can down below that I remember. And stay tuned because I have a couple more bags I'm working on for different scenarios. So those will be coming out hopefully in the near future. And so if you're if you're interested in those, please subscribe to the channel. And again, if you like this, please, share it to your socials, all of that stuff. And until next time, take care.